Let's do another collection video, and this time it's going to be for the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. I just wanted to lump all these together just because they're very similar. Um, Obviously, in time they get better. Can't really compare Game Boy games to Game Boy Advance games. So let's talk about my history with the Game Boy and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. Um, when the Game Boy came out initially, I mean, it was basically set for my age group, and really, it wasn't for me. I tried it out. I played a couple games on it. A buddy had brought one over and tried it out, and again, it just wasn't for me. I was really used to, um, the NES and it having a few more colors, and the original Game Boy just had green and black. So again, it wasn't for me. I skipped the Game Boy Color, and then just as the Game Boy Advance was um, fading away because the DS came out, I ended up going to GameStop and picking one up. It was $100, and the reason I picked it up is because at the time I didn't have any retro games, and I saw that games like Zelda and Mario, Donkey Kong as well, even Excite Bike were all on the Game Boy Advance. So the reason I picked it up was to play these old games that I wanted to play, and that I had fond memories of. So I ended up picking one up with it was $100. I still have that Game Boy Advance actually, and I have my original games as well. I ended up picking up I think it was like 5 games. But being a dumbass as I am, I threw out all the boxes, and I regret it now. So, anyways, let's get into it. The very first game here is Battletoads in Ragnarok World, Double Dragon 3, Final Fantasy Legend, Kid Icarus. This is actually a really good game. I never played it when I was younger, and I just picked it up maybe a year ago, and I was playing it, and it's pretty fun. Kirby's Dream Land. This game, it's fun, but it's very easy. Definitely, obviously a staple for the original Game Boy. Metroid 2, Return of Samus. Operation C, and I got this set of Value Village. The only reason I picked it up is because it's a part of the Contra series, and it's pretty decent. It's not bad. Next up is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Back from the Sewers, and I played through this one as well. I've actually played through most of my Game Boy games. This one here is actually kind of like, it reminds me of a 2D beat 'em up on like the Nintendo, and it was a lot of fun to play through. Obviously Tetris, everyone has that. The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons, and I got this at a Cash Converters, and sadly someone wrote MM on the label. Wario Blast, and lastly here, these are actually just my loose games. Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening DX, and I pretty much have this complete. I'm actually just missing the box. So I have the manual and all the inserts that go with the game, just missing the box. So, maybe one day I'll come across a box, and I can finally complete this. So let me load up the table again, and we'll move on to the complete in box Game Boy games, as well as the games I made DS cases out of. What I'll do is I'll do the actual real box games first, and all the boxes here are complete in box as well. And then we'll move on to the games I made cases for out of DS cases. And what I did is I printed off the covers from the cover project and just shoved them in a DS case. I will also say that doing these types of videos, you see what you have, and we'll get into that a little bit later on, because I found a couple things. First game here, complete in box, is Bionic Commando Elite Force, DK King of Swing, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Country 2, Duel Masters, Senpai Legends, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Metroid, Metroid Fusion, Namco Museum, Pinobi Wings of Adventure, Pocket Bomberman, Smashing Drive. I actually did play this. It's alright, nothing great. Super Mario Advance, and this is actually one of the games I wanted to talk about because I have it complete in box, but yet I had another copy which I made a case for on the cover project, so that's a double. Not the one complete in box though. One I did know was a double was Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2, and I have it twice. Both of them are in mint condition, and I really don't know why I'm holding on to both. So, I know I just am right now. I really have no idea why, but it's really hard for me to get rid of it for some reason. Next up, you may have seen this in my loose games, Super Mario Land. And here's the game. So, like I said, it's interesting to know what you have when you start doing these videos. Next up is Wario Land, which is Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land 2, and then moving on to the Game Boy Advance games I made cases for out of DS cases. I have Banjo Pilot, Capcom Classics Mini Mix. This is a game I actually bought when I bought the system. Threw away the box for it, but I kept the manual, and it's the Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors, Excite Bike, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, Final Fantasy V Advance, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, Fire Emblem. I found this actually at a Tlees, and it was just sitting there. This was before all the resellers, I guess, moved into the area. You're actually able to find games like this at a thrift store. Next up is Golden Sun, Guilty Gear X Advance Edition, Ice Climber, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Max Payne, Metal Slug Advance, the Pac-Man Collection, Scourge Hive, Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 3. Another game I had when I bought the system. This is WWE Survivor Series. Another one I had again when I first bought the system. Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. And this is the other one I had. I threw all the boxes out. I really regret it. Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. Next up is X-Men Reign of Apocalypse. And finally, Xevious. So that is the entire Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance collection. Hope everyone enjoyed, and until next time, take care.